milk and honey as gifts for the gods.
Or snack food for Mr. Right.
Now crawl around 3 times on your hands and knees. And if the face of a handsome man comes into view, then he's your caveman love.
I think I must look really silly. What caveman in his right mind would go for a crawling, circling cave girl like... Oh, are you the man for me?
Caveman love.
Alexander is my name, Macedonia's most famous commander. History calls the great, but I prefer the greatest. A king aged only 20 when my dad assassinated. Advisors called for calm, but frankly peace is overrated. Crushed rebels in Greek city-states, so thousands of the martyrs. Made short labor of my neighbors, and that was just for starters. Alexander, full-time fighter, made my home more secure, but that wasn't enough. I wanted more. And so began my master plan to conquer by invasion. Started with Dad's enemy, the famous Persian nation. Ruler Darius had far more troops and inconvenience, but I won, then thrashed Egypt. I'm a military genius. Founded Egypt's Alexandria, named for the greatest man alive. I was now Pharaoh and king of Persia, not bad for 25. Alexander, victorious fighter. The greatest sounds flat. How about the living God? Yeah, I'll buy that. My loyal followers said that's the stuff, but I, a born warrior, said it's not enough. Let's take India, last man, there's a fool. Started wearing Persian clothes, boy, I looked so cool, but made my troops suspicious. Men called me too ambitious, said they wouldn't follow me. Guitar solo, Ptolemy. Because of me, Ptolemy, he'll go far. He'll found the dynasty that ends with Cleopatra. Then there's Hephaestion, my best friend, of course. Unless you count Bucephalus, but he's a horse. Why the long face, my friend? Anyway, together it was going grand, till Heaven Boosie died and my men took a stand. I wanted to continue, but my hands were tied, so I sat in my tent and I cried. Alexander, no more a fighter. Adventures had to stop because 323 BC saw me drop dead.
Gonna cause a stink, won't be the first to blink. I'm not who you think, don't mess with me, I'm Boudicca. My husband pressed a target stud, he was a Celtic king. I was his queen, so due to me was half of everything. Roman law gave half to me, so half was what they got. Till their nasty soldiers came and took the blessed lot. Hey mister, I say you got the wrong end of the stick. His answer turned his sister into one angry chick. No man, Roman, or push around this woman, you won't get far with Boudicca. Bowman, yeoman, smash the Roman foeman, all say yeah. Boudicca. I built a massive army headed straight for the city. Beat 'em all with ease, unlike me, it wasn't pretty. Chopped 'em and hacked, but what made their red blood curl?
Bad enough being beaten, but beaten by a girl?
Whacked 'em, smacked 'em, boy how we attacked 'em, near and far. Ha ha ha. Flayed 'em, slayed 'em, up and down parade 'em, Boudicca.
talk about dead Romans.
We marched on up the Roman road that's known as Watling Street. They trapped us in the forest, then thrashed us to our defeat. By now you've guessed I'm not the kind of gal who'll sit and cry. Be sold as slave to Romans, you know I'd rather die. They tried to take me prisoner, so I led the Roman boys on. Instead of giving in to them, I swallowed special poison.
Martyr, smarter, capture a non-starter. This was our last hurrah.
Slaughtered, dismembered, our tribal ways remembered.
Boudicca, superstar. Boudicca.
Superstar. Don't dismiss.
We Vikings have an awful reputation with your nation. But when we'd finished plundering and pillages, made nice villages, any place name ending Thorpe or Kirk or B was us, you see. Scunthorpe, Ormskirk, Wetherby, Scarborough Fair, we named them, yeah. We split your isles diagonally from southeast to northwest. Our section called the Danelaw, King Alfred ruled the rest. Think we're scary? No, don't flee. Conquered Saxons would find we settled and lived in harmony. Viking land, though we began as raiders, so well planned. You accepted us as traders. We introduced some new terms: husband, gasp, egg, awkward, nag, leg. More than 50 words to leave your lingo. To your liking, thank a Viking. Your little town of Swansea City, named for our King Swain. Waterford and Dublin, us old Norse Vikings again. As farmers we made doubly sure to respect agriculture. With us locals felt secure. North Scotland, large parts of that whole region, North Scotland, were improved by Norwegians. London Bridge is falling down, the nursery rhyme comes from our time. Vikings played heroes, in 1014 it was pulled down by Olafur Haraldsson. You could call him old. In a dispute with King Canute, Olafur side won. Ethelred returned as king and could be heard proclaiming, "Here's to you, Olafur Haraldsson." Viking land, we swapped our life with violence. North Scotland, to enjoy the sound of silence. There's no doubt under Viking rule, Britain did improving, feeling groovy. And that's no lie, la, lie, la, la, lie. Here's the story of a very old decree, forced on King John as he made off with the revenue of us barons and the aristocracy. He took our land and for a laugh held our sons hostage too. Magna Carta told King John he's gotta be subject to law, agree tax with us too. Gave my seal, then withdrew his guarantee. Left to Henry III and Edward I to pass it through. And I would say 800 years of birthday worth 800 cheers. Since 1215 Magna Carta's been the foundation of our democracy.
By 1500 it reads as all men are free. Even peasants just like me can tell kings that is true. For years it vanished until Edward Cook MP, that's me, challenged Charles I as his own powers grew. You'd think that Cromwell, Jolly Ollie, would agree, but instead he said
Magna Carta, Magna Farta, more like not for me.
I'm Thomas Jefferson, and Edward Cook is the bee's knees. Our
American Constitution incorporated his decrees.
And I believe 800 years has proved from ancient pioneers best British invention of all, apart of course from soccer ball. Magna Carta, the Charter, Magna Carta, Zapata, was your taught at school. Magna Carta, starter, Magna Carta, think smarter, kings watch how you rule. Eleanor Roosevelt extended this letter to America.
Here's the story of a very old decree, and now enshrined in UN human rights since World War II. It began as help for the aristocracy. Now it's for you and me and everyone in the world too.
And I would hope 800 years of freedom never disappears. All hail this simple ancient law. May it survive 800 more. Magna Carta, the Charter, Magna Carta, Zapata, what you're taught at school. Magna Carta, starter, Magna Carta, smarter, Magna Carta
Of all the kings called Henry, I'm the one you've rarely heard. Shakespeare wrote 4, 5, 6, 8, but 7, not a word. People think I'm dreary. To some extent I am. But look a little closer.
Thank you, man!
I didn't agree with King Richard III, so I fought him at Bosworth Field and won victory. How cool does this sound? I'm the king who found Rich's crown in a hedge on the winning battleground. The only way to end war and avert further disaster, there's got to be a way to unite York and Lancaster. I'm the original Tudor, founder of that dynasty. The man who closes the wars of the roses. That's right, that's right, that's me. I launched attacks on lords who earned stacks. Mine was a noble cause to tap them all for tax. They paid their share, was only fair, to make England rich and me a millionaire. Elizabeth York became my wife for life, that made me a bore. Joined our family seats, that's neat, made my rule secure. I'm the original Tudor, returned power to the state. Seemed quite toothless, but actually ruthless. I made the monarchy great. Spent a long time fighting pretenders to the throne. Lambert Sindel and Perkin Warbeck said my throne was their own. They claimed they'd been the princes in the town, their rule delayed. I said this crown ain't big enough for the three of us and had one slain. I'm the original Tudor, king of foreign policy, to end hostile relations with enemy nations. I asked them to make friends with me. Yeah, the original Tudor. They say dullness my main trait. Well, that's a sad indictment, cause if you're looking for excitement, my son was Henry VIII.
Is this a fair trial or just a mockery? I am Queen Mary. There's no escape from your trickery. No lawyer to depend or witnesses to defend me. Your Honor, I killed no one. You expect me to confess that I'd bump off good Queen Bess. Treason.
admit it.
Mary's refusing to admit her guilt. What a shock, what a shame, a complete and utter scandal. From Alton and Babington, say Queen Bess you'd ever done in. To the scaffold, to the scaffold, to the scaffold, to the scaffold, to the scaffold she must go.
I'm Queen, you're vile, I demand a fair trial.
Goodness gracious, is that the time already? Don't spare the horses, time to go home.
If she's guilty, then I must sentence her to die. But that would make me a killer queen, so I'm scary. Don't want to do this, Mary. Not gonna get out of signing her death warranty. Her death really matters. She made me enemies. Her death really matters to me. That's not how my week goes.
My name is Charles II. I love the people and the people love me so much that they restored the English monarchy. I'm part Scottish, French, Italian, a little bit Dane, but 100% party animal. Champagne! Spaniels I adored, named after me too. Like me, they were fun with a natty hairdo. Is today my birthday? I can't recall. Let's have a party anyway because I love 'em all.
All hail the King of Bling. Let's sing, bells ring, ding ding.
I'm the king who brought back partying. King Charles, my daddy, lost his throne and kings were banned. They chopped off his head, then Ollie Cromwell ruled the land. Old Ollie wasn't jolly, he was glum and he was proud. Would be miserable as sin, only singing's not allowed. When Ollie died, the people said, Charlie me hearty, get rid of his dull laws, come back, we'd rather party. This action's what they called the monarchy restoration, which naturally was followed by a huge celebration.
The King of England, no sin to sing.
Okay.
Or anything.
All say I'm the king who brought back partying. Great London fire was a whopper. In my reign, London city came a cropper. So this king did what was right and proper. For the fire proved I'm more than a bopper. I'm a fire stopper. Married Catherine Brackensall, she was a love so true. There would never be another, well, maybe one or two. Lucy Walton, Elle Gwynn, Moll Davis, Barbara Villiers. You think that's bad, but her name's not as silly as As king, I must admit I broke the wedding rules. But who cares when I brought back the crown jewels? I reinstated Christmas, make up sport and even plays. I was the merry monarch, they were good old days.
When said and done, King Charles did run England for fun.
I was the king, loved by everyone, my song is done. Party, anyone? Everyone thinks they know the story of Dick Turpin's highway glory, but my past is far more gory. Was no saint. You think life is one big antic, my profession is romantic. Hate to be pedantic, but it ain't. As a butcher down in Essex, I was handy with a knife. Had a sideline as a poacher, led a less than honest life. The notorious gang of Gregory liked my style and dedication. They signed me up and gave me a real robber's education. We rampaged through the Essex farms, we stole and robbed and fought. But when the law came for us, I escaped and they got caught. I became a highwayman, was daylight robbery. I was no Prince Charming, nothing dandy about me. The truth is I was violent and with my good mate Matt King robbed travellers at gunpoint, money, watches, anything. My horse, it wasn't called Black Bess, although that's what you've read. Was no romantic hero, shot not one but two men dead. The legend that surrounds me misses out the crucial part. I was a ruthless killer with a ruthless killer's heart. Was a vicious highwayman, a source of pain and tears. When you hear how my story ends, you won't believe your ears. I ran away to Yorkshire, changed my name to John Palmer. Was sent to prison after stealing
chickens from a farmer. Wrote a letter to my family, a plea it did relate. The postman saw the envelope and here's the twist of fate. He had taught me how to write, so he knew I'd lied. That's not John Palmer's hand, that's Dick Turpin's, he cried. Was a vicious highwayman, my crimes it brought me fame. Was stitched up by a postie, that's not glamorous, that's lame. No more stand and deliver, you'll remember this, I hope. It's no fun hanging with highwaymen when you're hanging from a rope.
I did so much way back when. Started acting in the States, but they didn't want men like me. Oh no, except for slavery. So I travelled on a boat across the Atlantic Sea. Was 17 and the Brits had no problem with me. Oh no, they all said I was free. Acted in London, Liverpool and Brighton, Edinburgh and London, Hull and London. There were more theatres in London. Oh, I did so much, was on an acting spree. I toured the whole country, but I settled in Coventry. Oh yes, they really like me. My acting so impressed everyone. Ran Coventry Fair, age only 21. Oh, I done so much and not done dough. I went back on the stage when I played Othello. Oh yes, in the West End, oh. But I did more than that, as a matter of fact. Campaigned passionately against all slavery, changed how society thought about people like me, and that wasn't easy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 10. I can count them up to 5, then count 5 again. Prime Ministers, Tory, Liberal and Whig. They try to tell one what to do, but one doesn't give a fig. A little bit of Melbourne in my life, a little bit of Peel by my side, a little bit of Russell, that was all I need, a little bit of Derby, who was he, a little bit of Aberdeen, please don't go, a little bit of Palmerston, oh dear no, a little bit of Derby, seriously, who, what, more Palmerston, no thanks, boo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, I can count them up to 5, then count 5 again. I liked Melbourne, Disraeli, Aberdeen, Peel, but I didn't like Palmerston, that's just how I feel. Mambo number 10. There were some from the left, there were some from the right. If we are not amused, they're not doing it right. For a time Lord Russell reappeared, then someone called Derby, still no idea, then Benjamin Disraeli, but not for long, then Gladstone, glad when he was gone. Disraeli, poor encore, then more Gladstone, what a bore. A little bit of Salisbury, please don't go, then more Gladstone, seriously, no. Salisbury, yes, my son. Gladstone, please, kill one. The Earl of Rosebery, for a bit, then more Salisbury, and that's it.
Government introduce alcohol prohibition. So up in Chicago, I begin a grand crime mission. Stealing goods in the hood, my business on the rise. Illegal drink, avoid the clique, because I'm organized. They said, you bad, but I said, strictly business. They claimed, you robbed, but my good friends bear witness. All pure, with innocent names like Golf Bag, Camel, and Teeps. Killer, enforcer, machine gun, nicer guys you couldn't hope to meet. Local laws I abide, do as told by police tribes, especially since they take my bribes. Cause Al Capone gonna sell it to ya, downtown punk gonna flog it to ya, Gangsta Al gonna flog you too, Saturday night and daytime too. Like to buy a nice what? Downtown Fred, that's me, in my debt you'll be. Downtown Fred, that's me, in my debt you'll be. The law didn't last cause the government lost their fun, they drowned in drink. But I kept my head, sold milk instead, full throttle, kept me in the pink. When the milk went up, it made a stink, so did I, and my desire was to force them to put on a sell-by date, or my friends would help them expire. Tough gone off.
We fighter pilots fought the German chaps in World War II.
In hurricanes and Spitfires performed feats of daring do.
The finest British pilots that the world could hope to have. Binky,
Stinky,
Squiffy,
Frantisek,
and Stanislav.
Hot fire is that some foreign chaps risking their necks.
That's right, some of the bravest men were Polish and Czech.
We like to fire, beating Jerry, our one desire.
Yeah, yeah.
All we do each night is pray we live to fight another day.
Take that, Hitler.
My name is Douglas Bader, let me tell of my ordeal. Lost both legs in an accident, these ones are not real. I left the Air Force after that, flying was a hobby. But when war broke in 39, came back
Just like Robbie.
shot down 22 of them, led the air attack. Till finally the Luftwaffe hit me back. Oh no, pretty baby,
His plane on fire.
stuck in cold, it's such a shame to retire.
Yeah, yeah.
Never forget this great man's story and his role in Britain's glory.
We flew in tough conditions, lucky to survive 5 missions.
Not that I'm complaining, but I've had just 10 hours training.
Epic dogfights in the sky, outnumbered, that's why.
We're now known by you as the few.
Phew, he missed me.
The Battle of Britain was our pilot's finest hour. Although it seemed at first the Germans were the stronger power.
So strong.
We mustered all our courage in summer 1940. Scrambled Air Force squadrons to fly sortie after sortie. Saw Nazi invasion off just as Emmett should. Heard our bravery meant Hitler wouldn't be back for good. No, no.
We beat the Führer. Without us frequent flyers, your life would be poorer.
Yeah, yeah.
Britain securer. Our story of heroics will forever endure. So I think you'll find it's true.
I'm Rosa Parks, my story marks the first step towards civil rights. Racial inequality, American policy, till I kicked off a fight. What acts of mine led havoc to ensue? How come I caused such buzz? What shocking behavior did I do? Well, I sat on a bus. You sat on a bus. I sat on a bus. You sat on a bus. You wanna know why? I sat on that bus. In the 50s, our bus is divided. Whites in front, blacks behind. If the bus filled up, we had to give up our seats or we'd be fined. That's ludicrous. I made a stand in my hometown, Montgomery, Alabama. That's dangerous. Refused to stand for a white man, so they put me in the slammer. December 5, 1955, my trial notorious. Black people stood side by side, and no one got on the bus. We stayed off the bus. They stayed off the bus. We stayed off the bus. I'm at business. She inspired us. So we stayed off the bus. We stayed off the bus. We organized a boycott of public transportation to win RESPECT enforce new legislation. Dream of